Mechanics in Bend. If you're looking for a good mechanic in Bend, there are a handful of them. And the key here, obviously, is to find a mechanic that you trust, that's going to treat you fairly, that's going to be really honest with you. If you've ever had anything go wrong with your car that's unexpected, that you weren't planning on, and it costs several $1,000s, always recommend getting a few opinions on that. Also always recommend reaching out to someone who can give you a good recommendation on a mechanic. So that's what we're going to do here. Mechanics in Bend, Oregon. I'm going to give you a few of my favorites. At the top of my list, and this is the mechanic that I referred my friend to, is a shop in town called Specialty Automotive, owned by Craig and Heidi Simpson. It's a family-owned business. I know the Simpsons. They are wonderful. They're honest and they're fair, and they will treat you right, and they'll just tell you exactly what's going on with your car, what needs to be done, and what doesn't need to be done. And why I recommend them is because I use them personally, and also I take all of the vehicles we purchase used there for pre-purchase inspections, so they're really great. If you just want to know what's going on with this car, for like $100-$150, they'll give you a pre-purchase inspection. Take it to them, they'll look at it, and they'll say, yep, this is a great car, you should buy it. Or they'll say, no, don't buy this car. And I've actually had both happen to me. I took a truck there that I was interested in buying. They got it up on the jacks and they looked at it and they said, there is so much going on with this truck. There are so many issues. Definitely do not buy this thing. And it turns out it was a fleet vehicle, so it was driven hard, used hard for work, which that's what trucks are for, but it was not going to be a good fit for me and needed a lot of work. And on the flip side of that, I had a Subaru Legacy that I was buying for my daughter for her first car. I took it there to have it looked at, and it was a single owner car. They looked at it inside and out and said, if you don't buy this car, we're gonna buy this car. So I bought the car. So Specialty Automotive, highly recommend them. The other great thing to know about them is they really will shoot you straight and they'll treat you fairly. I had a 04 Suburban, which is one of my favorite cars that I've ever owned, and drove it up into the couple 100,000 mile range, and it needed a lot of work in the last kind of 40 to 50,000 miles of its life. And the main seal was leaking, and the shop, Craig specifically, just said, hey, this definitely needs replaced, but I'm going to shoot you straight. It could go another, 25, 30, 40,000 miles, or it could go out tomorrow. Let's just keep an eye on it. Keep it topped up with oil. It's probably not worth spending the money to do the work. So I appreciated that, and I did just what he said. I just kept it topped off and kept an eye on it, make sure it had oil in it, and it had just a tiny little seepage coming out of that main seal, but we didn't spend the thousands of dollars to do the work because I wasn't going to keep the car forever. So if you're looking for a great, just all-around family-owned business, well-trusted, great reputation, Specialty Automotive is at the top of my list. Now, there are some times when I refer people to other mechanics in Bend, and here's the other two mechanics that I really love. If you have a Subaru Guru on the south end of town, highly recommend taking your car to them. If you're not taking it to the dealership, which I understand, a lot of people take their car to the dealership, and that's great. I'm in a Highlander here, and we take our car to Kendall Toyota, which is a dealership, because that's where we bought it from, and we just know and love Kendall, and that's great. So but if you're not going to take your car to a dealership and you're going to migrate it away from a dealership and you have a Subaru, highly recommend Subaru Guru. And then the other shop that I really like to recommend, this is the third and final shop, it's just a little different. Chuck's Automotive on Greenwood, and by different I mean it's kind of like a one-man shop. There's not a lot of overhead, there's not a lot of staff, but they're going to do great work because they've been doing it forever. Chuck's Automotive was started and owned by Chuck, old man Chuck, for a long time. He's still there. He loves Jaguars. There's a sea of Jaguars parked in his lot. But he's brought in a younger guy, not that young, a middle-aged guy now, but who he's trained and kind of groomed and worked with and developed, who's now taking over the business, or who has been taking over the business for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, which is a great setup for a mechanic shop. to have a guy that's been around, who's smart, who knows cars, working with another young, hungry, hardworking guy who's smart, knows cars, loves cars. So Chuck's Automotive, and that's on Greenwood. And sometimes when you're looking for a mechanic in Bend, it's just about proximity. So if you live over on the east side of town, Chuck's Automotive on Greenwood. If you're like me and you live near downtown, I live just north of downtown on First and Portland, about a block up from the river, about a 5-minute walk to the edge of downtown. And there's a shop right before you come into downtown on Wall that I take my daughter's car to, and I take my old Ford to now, and when I'm not taking it especially, Jack's Rapid Wrench. And Jack's has been there forever. It's a white building. It's not going to be there probably in 10 years from now because of all the development that's happening downtown and all the growth. But Jack's there, same thing. One-man shop, low overhead. He's just got his shop, and he does great work. So if you're looking for something kind of in town, close to downtown or west side, highly recommend Jack's Rapid Wrench. And I'll make sure that I put all of the contact information for the 4 shops I just mentioned. And if you have any questions about your car or cars or mechanics in Bend or other examples of why I take my car here or there, then please comment or reach out. I'd love to help you find a great mechanic in Bend. Once again, thanks again for watching. And I'm a realtor here in Bend. If you have any questions about housing or the current market, I also love to share that kind of information with you. If you're curious about Bend or what it's like to live here, or what's happening for buyers or what's happening for sellers, or if you're moving from out of town, please reach out. I'd be happy to help. Have a great day. And remember to like this and share it with somebody who needs a mechanic in Bend, and subscribe for more great videos about Bend.